Cyclospora parasite causing explosive diarrhea nationwide. What is it? Where does it come from? And how do you make sure that you don't get it? It is a microparasite that we actually get from human feces. Yes, I said it. Human feces. And where do we get it? It can be swimming pools, drinking water, and produce. Causes explosive, watery diarrhea, fatigue, bloating, and is no bueno. I have made produce videos in the past. They've gotten over 84,000 views. Out of buying this much produce at once gives you heart palpitations, over thousands of likes, lots of shares, lots of saves. Those videos do touch on cleaning and preserving your fruit to stay freshest the longest, but we don't touch on parasites in those videos. And so today's video is going to be parasite focused. How do we make sure that we don't get Cyclospora, bacteria, parasite, whatever in us and be walking around with explosive diarrhea? This is what this video is for. So stay tuned. We're going to walk through it, how to protect yourself and what to do. Let's go. It is a foodborne illness that is typically attributed to eating raw produce. How does the produce get affected by this parasite? Well, there's an issue with unsanitary conditions at the farm where the workers don't have proper sanitation places to do their business and it gets into the food system. So the best thing that we can do is to prepare our produce the best way possible. And today that's what we're going to work on. I'm going to show you how to clean this produce and prepare it so you have the least possibility when you eat any of this produce raw of getting it. The only way to 100% make sure that you do not get this is heat. If you cook this stuff, you will definitely be a lot safer than if you ate it raw. But what are the main culprits of this microscopic parasite? According to the CDC and the past history of what is going on, the past culprits for this parasite have been raspberries, basil, cilantro, snow peas, and everyone's favorite salad mixes. But we still need to get our fruits and veggies and vitamins in, so don't let fear deter you from this. We're going to go through how to be able to eat this and protect ourselves the best way possible. So, here we go. Let's dive in. Here's the thing. This parasite is very sticky, and unfortunately, our typical vinegar wash, while it does get rid of lots of surface area bacteria on our berries and our cherries and everything else, it's not going to work for the Cyclospora parasite. It's a sticky badass, and it's really bad for your ass. So basically what we got to do is go aggressive, very aggressive. Everything needs to be scrubbed, shaken, disturbed. So I am still going to do a vinegar wash on my berries and cherries, but everything else we're going to go through one vegetable at a time. The first thing is the leafy greens. Definitely avoid anything that comes in a plastic container or a plastic bag for the leafy greens. We want to buy these bunches, nothing pre-cut, pre-made, triple wash. It's bullshit when it comes to this directly. So what we got to do is we're going to, what you have to do to protect yourself when it comes to the leafy greens, the collard greens, the herbs, the spinaches and the kales, and everything else in between. You have to take these apart. You have to get a big container of water. So your biggest Tupperware, your biggest glass bowl, fill it with water, and you got to shake it. You got to shake it, and you got to shake that parasite off. You got to rub it down, shake it vigorously for 30 to 60 seconds. That will actually loosen it, and then what you have to do after is run it underwater. So you got to completely run it underwater, is shake it, and bake it. Shake and bake, baby. So the herbs, it's actually highly recommended. I did skip the basil. Well, I have some growing in my garden. Honestly, that's the surefire way to make sure that you don't get this parasite is to just grow your own food. You can do that. That's a thing that people do. That's what I do. I grow some of my food. And for the greens, the what do we call these? The herbs. What we're going to do, because you don't really like cook and eat herbs, but what is recommended is to actually clean them, like I said, shake them, and then we're going to dump them into boiling water to kill the shit out of this parasite. And then we're going to blanch it in ice cold water so that it stays fresh and green looking, and then we'll store it in the fridge that way. Okay. Let's talk about berries. So I avoided raspberries. Raspberries are very soft and mushy, but I did buy strawberries and I did buy blueberries because highly antioxidant, very rich in antioxidants. But what goes on is we're going to vinegar wash these first to get rid of standard bacteria like we always do. But we need to also throw these in a bowl of water. We're going to rinse them off first. Throw them in a bowl of water, and you have to just, again, 30 to 60 seconds, shake them around, shake them around, shake them around. And then we're going to rinse them off again. Now, I'm probably still going to take my chances and eat them raw. I'm just going to do that. It's going to happen. When it comes to melons, you're going to have a brush, and it will be your dedicated produce brush from now on. What you're going to do is you're going to take your melons. You're going to scrub them. Scrub them. Oh, my avocado. Anything that can be scrubbed, we need to scrub. So that's going to be your melons, your apples, your avocados, even the onions, the oranges. I've got kiwis. I've got cucumbers. Bananas are actually like pretty safe. Bananas are safe. It's highly recommended that is a go-to fruit to eat. Relatively safe because you peel the skin and eat it. But as you can see, my banana is touching my other produce. So I'm probably going to scrub my bananas just to be safe. After we scrub and rinse down the sink, scrub it under running water, we're going to have to peel the skins off of everything, which means we got to have a lot of Tupperwares because we're going to be definitely preparing this food for storage. Everything's going to be individually washed. All the surfaces have to be cleaned in between cycles. So as we go through and clean each of these, everything has to be hot water and soap, multiple steps. Cauliflower, it's actually sturdy enough to scrub. There's a lot of nooks and crannies. We're definitely cooking this because there are nooks and crannies. I actually have a great, delicious cauliflower dish that I made recently. I've got turmeric and I've got ginger. I'm going to scrub, wash, peel, dice, freeze. Is this overkill for someone who lives in California? Yes, but I'm making this video for everyone nationwide because this is a nationwide thing going on. And this is the way you got to protect yourself from the Cyclospora parasite. Because nobody wants to walk around like a ticking time bomb. I love you. You got this. Click the link in my bio. The produce guide is in there. It includes not only how to store your produce for when shit is not literally hitting the fan, but also it will include a chapter on what I just went over in this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day whenever you're watching this, and good luck out there, everybody.